What's up YouTube, I'm Guy. Today on the channel I have something really cool to share with you guys, especially if you are a fan of Seiko. More specifically, a fan of Grand Seiko. My local authorized dealer, Exquisite Timepieces, here in the Naples, Florida area will be hosting a Grand Seiko Craftsman Event on December 4th, and it will be hosted by master watchmaker, and allow me to read his name off the paper here so I don't mispronounce it, Yoshifusa Nakazawa. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, I'm sure you're well aware that Exquisite Timepieces has been helping and supporting me for quite some time. They have been loaning me watches for review, and I am eternally grateful for all of their help and generosity. I'm also extremely happy that they have extended an invitation to this Grand Seiko event to me, and by extension, all of you guys. So this Grand Seiko Craftsman event is going to be held at the Exquisite Timepieces store here in Naples, Florida on December 4th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Aside from Japanese-themed food, cocktails, and music, we're going to have the master watchmaker doing some demonstrations, some assembly and disassembly of high-end Seiko movements. That should be really cool to see. But we're also going to have a series of new Grand Seiko limited edition watches being unveiled at the event as well. These watches are US only limited edition watches. This is the first time that Grand Seiko has ever done a limited release for the US market only. There's going to be 3 models, if I'm not mistaken, a stainless steel, an 18 karat rose gold, and a platinum model to check out. They are really cool. Now, I am fortunate enough to have had one of the stainless steel models here to show you guys. It's not going to be a full review, but I'm going to give you a look at this watch. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and I'm going to kind of whet your appetite. Hopefully you will look forward to seeing this watch at the Grand Seiko Craftsman event on December 4th. Probably the first and most notable feature about this watch is that ice blue dial, inspired by a painting technique called Kirazuri. It is absolutely stunning to see in person. I'm sure my camera is doing it no justice. Now, of course, you have all of the other hallmarks of a Grand Seiko watch. The case features that beautiful Zaratsu hand polishing and finishing. It looks absolutely stunning. Aside from the dial coloration, the appliques of the hour markers, as well as the Grand Seiko handset, just beautifully done, as you would expect for a watch of this quality. You also have that beautiful smooth sweep of the seconds hand, and why is that? Well, of course, it's because it's powered by the 9R65 spring drive movement. The 9R65 spring drive movement is an interesting movement, and one that I've talked about fairly extensively in the past when I reviewed the Grand Seiko Snowflake. Suffice to say, I won't go over all of it in great detail here, but the things that impress me about it the most are the 72-hour power reserve and the fantastic accuracy of plus or minus 15 seconds per month. This is a set it and forget it style watch, but it doesn't require the changing of a battery. While it is powered by, or should I say regulated by, a quartz oscillator, it is in part a mechanical movement that is automatic winding and powered by a mainspring. So long as the watch is on the wrist, the watch will continue to run, and if you decide to set it down for a few days, it will continue to run for an excellent 72 hours. In terms of overall size and scale, this watch comes in at a case diameter of 40 millimeters, which is probably a real crowd pleaser. I believe it's actually, if I'm not mistaken, 1 millimeter smaller than the Grand Seiko Snowflake, which is a hugely popular watch. Now, of course, the Snowflake has a case construction or material of high-grade titanium, and this is in stainless steel. I know some people that dislike the Snowflake because of its titanium case construction, and the bracelet by extension, so perhaps something like this watch in stainless steel would be a little bit more preferable for those guys. Speaking of bracelets, the bracelet on this watch, and Grand Seiko's in general, is absolutely outstanding. The bracelet and the case, for that matter, feature a mix of brushed and polished surfaces in alternating patterns. They do look absolutely outstanding. The dual button deployant clasp is very nice. It is emblazoned with the Grand Seiko logo. The dual button triggers are easy to actuate or operate, and overall, the clasp is very well done. If for some reason you decide that you don't want to wear this watch on the bracelet, you have options. This watch comes with an additional 2 leather straps. The first strap is a very nice brown leather strap with an ice blue contrast stitching that matches up with the coloration of the dial just perfectly. If you want something a little bit more formal, you have options there as well. Of course, we have this nice black alligator or crocodile style strap with a deployant clasp. On the wrist, this watch is outstanding. At 40 millimeters in diameter, it's going to be a real crowd pleaser. And something interesting about Seiko watches in general that I've noticed is that they tend to wear slightly smaller than their specifications might lead you to believe they would. I find that I tend to like smaller watches in general, 36 to 38 or 39 millimeters, but I could comfortably wear a 40 millimeter Grand Seiko most of the time because they do feel and look a little bit more compact and a little bit more understated on the wrist. Overall, this watch is a real stunner, and I can't wait to see the unveil of it and its precious metal counterparts at the Grand Seiko Craftsman Event at Exquisite Timepieces in Naples, Florida on December 4th. I hope a bunch of you guys get a chance to come out, get a chance to meet me, and check out the store that has been supporting this channel for the last several months, loaning me watches. I would love for you guys to support them in return. And, you know, if you like what I'm doing here, let them know. Let them know you appreciate all of the support they've given me. That would mean a lot to me. So, yeah, I guess hopefully I'll see you there. Again, December 4th, 6 p.m. through 9 p.m. There's going to be food, there's going to be fun, there's going to be watches. Definitely try to be there if you're in the South Florida area. I guess that's going to do it for today. So until the next one, bye now.